I met Adam through. I got up with him because he wanted to keep talking about starting another militia, Second Continental Army of the U.S., which I was pretty hip on. They made the job private security. I felt pretty indebted to him for that. I was already involved in civil defense force in my area and doing a lot of, I call it good guy stuff. So protecting community from rioters. So Adam had asked me, do you want to go for a ride to this weekend? I asked him, yeah, what do you have in mind? He said a high profile vacation house. I have the text. You see, there's nothing explicit stated about Governor Whitmer. So ahead with everything, I'm thinking more good guy stuff. Go look at this place, protect it, or whatever. So him and Dan, I don't know, I barely know Adam. They show up and we go on a ride. The whole way up there, they did not talk about anything, and we have the 5-hour audio to prove that as well. I get about an hour away from home, and that's when they start talking about Governor Whitmer and her cottage. That's when I knew.
You mean on the way home you found out? You didn't even know while you were there what you were looking at?
And we got in Rapids, where her cottage, her former cottage is at. That's when they started actually talking about Governor Whitmer's cottage. They saying her name and talking about what they were going to do.
And so why didn't right there you just like say, hey, dude, I'm out?
I get this question a lot. So if these people are willing to kidnap and whatever else, another human being, how far are they willing to go to keep my ass quiet? I'm a nobody. I didn't know that dude was a confidential human source. I barely know Adam. The guys are talking crazy shit. They got guns on them. No, I'm not going to make them think that I'm not okay.
That's point.
What did you do while you were up there at the cottage?
So on one of the rides by, they eventually found her place. And on one of the rides by, Adam Fox had asked me to take a slow motion picture or video on his phone. This was after he had already taken a couple videos. And, he didn't say shoot somebody or blow anything up. That would have been a hard no. I'd have had made a stand right there. He said, take a slow motion video. I took a video. If that's what I had to do to get home to my kids, that's what I did.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
So because I did that, that was the fellow. So throughout the ride, right, there's different stages. When Adam first asked me about going on the ride, this is a cool dude. We got high. We talked about malicious stuff and getting our country back, doing things the right way. Cool dude. Got me that job at. Then here's the new Adam. Once they start talking about what they're doing, I'm scared shitless. This guy's scary. Throughout the ride, everything that was going on did not lend credence to what they were talking about. They didn't have her address. They drove all the way from Lansing. They didn't have her address. They don't know anything. They're hunting it down as they're up there. I see Dan roll eyes at Adam a couple of times on the ride. So there's two people, and one of them seems like he's not really into it like Adam is into it. And Adam's acting very excitable. The gentleman was on steroids, and so he's a little more out there. You know what I mean? And it just, by the end of it, I still had worries, obviously. People talking like that, that's worrisome. But I did not think it was serious. By the end of it, I wasn't as worried for my life. So why do I stay in contact with them? One of the reasons, because if they keep talking about it, or if I find out there's more people involved, I can actually go to the authorities with this information. I did not feel I had enough at that time. And that's a crazy ass story. Try going to the cops and be like, you won't believe this ride I just took, bro. It's not going to go. You know what I mean?
Might have done
That's
it.
how I felt.
Yeah, but I might have done it. So like there's a nut job with guns on roids, living in the basement of a vacuum cleaner repair shop, cruising around the governor's vacation home, talking about dressing as a pizza guy and kidnapping her and putting her on a boat, right? Okay, maybe he's a numb nut, but he's definitely a wing nut. And, people listening, like, it's hard to believe, like, you felt you didn't have enough.
Yeah. I've went to police before with other issues. Like one guy actually, this is, unrelated to this situation, but I had him get a hold of me. I don't even know this guy really, and threatened to beat my ass next time he sees me in public. I went to the police and they said, oh, he wasn't right next to you. There was no real valid threat to that. So, and I've had a couple other interactions where I'm unsure what is something that's actionable? What can I take to somebody? So again, one of the reasons I'm with these guys is so if I do hear more information, I can definitely go do something about it. Another reason was selfish. He can get steroids. I'm in private security. I'm a big guy. I would like to, trim down, get a little bulkier, try to, it's very competitive. So that was another reason for staying with them.
Wait a minute, man. You're telling me Adam Fox was your steroid dealer?
No, I did not actually get anything from him. We had talked about him getting me some, but it never came to fruition. We barely knew each other. We only knew each other for a couple of months before the raids happened.
Did you know the Null brothers who you were on trial with, the two twins?
So I know of them because of the circles that we run in. We've rubbed shoulders here and there before, and they've always been very good people. They've always been there to protect people. They've always cared about people, as far as I can remember. They're good guys.
So the guy you're driving around with is an FBI confidential human source. He taped everything, right? Everything, like you said, and the jury heard it.
Yes. They didn't get to listen to the whole audio. The prosecution got to chop it up however they wanted to and make it seem certain ways. They, in fact, took out of 5 hours, they took something out of context and moved it back 4.5 hours. So it made it seem like as soon as I got in the truck that they were telling me about the plan. So I knew what was going on before we even drive away. Complete lie.
Well, let me say this. I'd like to have you in because out there up in Antrim County, and the connection's bad. I mean, you're not a rich guy. You don't got the the Ethernet
fiber.
But during all of this, the governor herself called all of you, and that includes you, a domestic terrorist. Now the jury of your peers, right? No matter what people think, that's our system, and it's a pretty good one. They listened to the evidence. They said, "This is ridiculous. This is just a numbnuts got caught up in it, and you're looking to make some headlines. You're not a domestic terrorist. It's official. Are you going to sue the governor, or do you want an apology, or what are you going to do about that?"
I want an apology. I think all of them owe all of us an apology for lying about, for trying to our families and hurting the people that we care about. It wasn't just us that got hurt. Our kids, our moms, everybody. This affected everybody. We deserve an apology.
For those that are acquitted, they deserve an apology. Does Adam Fox deserve an apology? I mean, they were conspiring. So they did try to make bombs, right? And like they were ever going to get it done, I doubt it.
No.
Watching from, they don't deserve one.
No, I don't think they even deserve to be in prison. The lies that the government told about them, I know more than you guys do, than the general public, just because of the amount of evidence or the paperwork that I have. I've got to see from the inside how the FBI actually set all this up. Adam thought that Dan was a cool guy. Dan showed him attention. He was never a real terrorist. Nothing ever would have happened. They do not belong in prison. The government set them up. Yes, they deserve an apology as well.
Are you fearful of the government now? I know you're back on Facebook, which seems insane.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know
what?
I don't know why you're back on Facebook.
What?
Because I want to run for office and political office, and I need to be accessible to anybody. So I'm getting on any social platform that I can. After seeing what I saw from the inside, there's stuff that needs to change, and I have a unique insight into it. We're going to see where this goes, and I'm willing to fight for the regular people, man, because I'm a nobody, and they tried to do this to me. It could have been you. It could have been anybody. They want to attack our speech. They want to attack us for political reasons, and it's enough.
You know what I hear a lot? Charlie LeDuff newsman, I thought you were dead. I'm not dead. I'm doing the news, the real news, right here, the No BS News Hour. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Odyssey, or download it wherever you get your podcasts. Power the people.